Monday blues. Christmas upon us. VIVIANNE Miedema has confirmed she's ruptured her ACL and will undergo surgery this week. I actually want to cry a little bit. I think we all had this feeling, you know, all of the commentators, all of the pundits, everyone had this feeling that it was a bad injury when you see VIVIANNE Miedema getting stretchered off against Lyon last week. You just have that feeling in your gut. No, this can't happen again. Like, how has this happened to Arsenal again in such a short period of time? Beth Mead just doing hers, what was that, a month ago? Not even a month ago? A few weeks ago? I can't count, I'm not sure. But all I know is this is bad. This is so bad. How is this happening to all of these players? Something has to change. I don't know how we make that change. I don't know how they move forward as a different exercise. Is there something women in football shouldn't be doing? Is there something they should be doing differently? To ensure this doesn't keep happening to these players. And, you know, not that it doesn't make a difference to which player it is. It matters. Every injury matters. But we are seeing top players dropping out of the game like flies because they're rupturing their ACLs. Why is this happening? Beth Mead, now VIVIANNE Miedema, Alexis putellas, Katoto, Remi Allen, the list goes on. It feels just constant at the minute. Just absolutely constant. And you know, it's been confirmed, and I knew about it over the weekend. And she's put up a statement on her Twitter. VIVIANNE Miedema has said, "I'm absolutely gutted to share that I've ruptured my ACL in our last game against Lyon. It was one of those moments where I knew straight away. So many things go through your head. I won't be able to help my team anymore this season. No World Cup, surgery and rehab for a long time. I won't be telling you I'll come back stronger or that I'm looking forward to spending the time, however many months, in the gym. It will be tough with plenty of difficult days, plenty of crying, which we have had a lot of already." Oh my God. "But sadly enough, it's part of football. I'm lucky enough to have amazing teammates, friends and family around me, and Beth, who can guide me through everything that's coming, while only being a couple of weeks ahead of me." Why do I want to cry? I can't wait to do some boxing in the gym after she's been annoying me for a while. Thank you for all your messages. I really appreciate them, and they're helping a lot. For now, I'll be getting myself ready for surgery, and it's time for a much needed Christmas break. The latest, like we say, in a string of players: Jesu, Shani Boy Lorca, I forgot about Boy Lorca, Tottenham's Kai Simon and Ellie Brazil. Of course, we mentioned Alexis putellas, Simone magill. Yeah, of course. Just remember in the tournament, the Euros tournament. Katoto, we mentioned. It's just an absolutely bonkers list. It's a bonkers list. And like we say, they're coming thick and fast. It's happening all the time. And I spoke about this in the last clip. That when I spoke to Viv a couple of weeks ago in the interview for DAZN, she was in such a positive place. And like she says, she's been crying a lot. And you just think, oh my God, like, when does it stop? Like, you know, it just must be hard. And I know injuries are part of the game. And she seems to have written this all out nicely. And yeah, I think about Christmas, her and Beth Mead under the Christmas tree with the ruptured ACLs. She's also said in her statement with the thing she's posted on our Twitter, "P.S. I can't wait to boss Mido around this time. At least we've still got 2 decent ACLs between us." Oh, that's harsh, man. That is so harsh. I don't know how they make that change. It would be interesting now if we could speak to an absolute specialist in the matter and how we can just make this change moving forward. I mean, like we discussed before, women, I believe, I'm no expert of course, I believe are more flexible and you know, they can move certain ways a bit differently, therefore it can come out a little bit easier. Is that one way of explaining it? Like I said, I'm no expert, ain't no doctor up in here, or surgeon for that matter. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty insane how much is happening. But you wonder how this will affect Arsenal now moving forward. I want to focus on VIVIANNE Miedema because she's such a nice person. Everyone's a nice person, I suppose, who it's happening to. But yeah, I think seeing how upbeat she was just a couple of weeks ago, coming back from that break that she needed her mental and physical break from the game. She came back, she got 4 goals in 4 games, and then that happened in the Lyon game. You just wonder how that will affect you mentally moving forward. It's an extended period of time that you're out for with this injury, so you know, with Beth Mead, we don't know how long it's going to be, but of course your World Cup could be in doubt. The Netherlands will absolutely miss their captain, VIVIANNE Miedema. It's just so harsh, like it's so harsh on everyone, isn't it? But let me know if you know something about why this is happening so often. You can let me know in the comments. But yeah, sucks, doesn't it? And I don't want to go there yet because it feels too soon, but what does this mean for Arsenal's campaign? You know, they're without 2 of their best goal scorers. So either this January window, you're going to have to see an absolute force coming in, proven goal scorer, can come in, walk into the squad, doesn't take time to find their feet, which everybody needs when they move club, obviously, but that person who comes in has to be ready, and that's just going to put a lot of pressure on the team. A lot of pressure, you would imagine, and it just changes everything. I definitely felt Arsenal had the league this season, and then what happened to Beth happened, and now this with VIVIANNE Miedema. I'm like, oh my word. It's very, very sad indeed. I'm trying to just look through news and see what else has been said here. Yeah, she's the all-time top scorer of the Women's Super League, we all know that. But yeah, just another one. It's like that, the latest female to suffer an ACL injury. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next, what comes from the doctors. I might actually try and tell Rusha to try and get into the Villa physio and ask why this is happening so much. But you know, I've spoken to Remi from Aston Villa, captain. She's obviously been out this season about recovery, and she's like, it's a long time on your own in the gym, missing out on the games, missing out on the highs, and you know, it's such a hard thing to go through. So yeah, I hope, you would hope that Beth Mead and VIVIANNE Miedema will do it together and get on sound, but you would imagine that would really upset everyone involved. VIVIANNE Miedema is 26 years old. God, she's been doing it for such a long time, hasn't she? At like the highest level. And actually, when you see that picture of the Lyon game with everybody around her, and Leah Williamson then takes a hand as she's going off in the stretcher, it's like everybody knows this is bad because she's never down for a long time like that. And it is just absolutely gutting. It is very, very sad. And Arsenal are going to have to do something to make sure the league is well and truly on track for them. But at the moment, it would just be a case of let's focus on getting these players back to their best. Female footballers are up to 6 times more likely to suffer an ACL injury more than their male counterparts. But as yet, very little scientific research has been done into why that is the case. Okay, New Year's resolution, some physio, some doctor, some scientists. Let's check that out because it's important. Superstars of the women's game and everyone in the women's game. This is a massive risk. It's an injury that's happening more and more. We have to make that change. Best wishes to VIVIANNE Miedema. I really do love her.